Good evening and welcome. So I hope you enjoyed the evening. It was a pleasure seeing you. And that was it. That was the lecture. You got it all? You understood? Very simple. We thought, Friday night, too many words. Why to say anything? Just 3 minutes. You all understood how to be tension-free? Om Shanti. Good night. No. It could be that simple. It could have been that simple. And we wish it would be that simple. Unfortunately, we may need to explain what the fly was all about and the sword and how to transform that scenario into the one we go through every day, isn't it? And if you were to give a name to that fly, it could be a person, could be a situation, could be your own thoughts. But to know what the fly is all about, we have a flying sister traveling from abroad. But she's a very divine fly. She's a very sweet one. One that really will buzz your mind in such a way that your mind will start to fly and create flowers. Most of you have met already Sister Vinena, who's traveling all the way from India. She's been here almost more than 2 months now, since less than 2 months, and about 2 months. From Ahmedabad in India, and she's going to leave tomorrow. So she's been here for quite a few weeks, and it's been really a very beautiful experience to see how everyone rephrases or uses the same philosophy, but in their own personal journey. And Sister Vinena took this philosophy or this knowledge when she was very young, and it's been almost more than 40 years now. And she was also the main instrument, as we say, or the main person to establish the Brahma Kumari centers in Madagascar. And so she speaks very beautiful French, English, Hindi, Gujarati, silence, drishti, smiles. She has many languages. And she speaks the language of the flies as well. So which is going to be the connection tonight between how to fly but not to be bothered with the flies. So, Vinena, welcome. And the topic is to be tension-free. And you're very lucky because we just fixed the air conditioning today. And if the air conditioning wasn't fixed, you would be seeing that the fly would be the temperature. And you would be having a hard time to deal with the temperature. So we're very happy to welcome you in the air conditioning environment, and mental air conditioning and spiritual air conditioning as well. So thank you again for being with us for your last evening. Incredible. And so tomorrow morning she'll be flying back to India via France. So welcome, and let's enjoy being tension-free for the rest of our life. It starts tonight.
Thank you so much, Eric Bhai. I really love the way Eric Bhai always introduce everyone with so much fun, makes everyone laugh, which is a quality that I have to still learn. Though I do be funny sometimes, but I should use words like he does. So thank you again, Eric Bhai. Okay, Brother Eric Bhai. Bhai word is for brother in India. And Behan, it's for sister. So, as always, Om Shanti. You all know what it means? Who doesn't know? Wow. So, O means I, Ma in the body, and peace. So whenever you do say Om Shanti, always say with those words and those feelings and those eyes. It's a soul in this body which is peace. So you see, so many tensions are already away. All right, so why we showed this evening this small clip about the samurai and the fly, it's because there is no use at all to fight whenever any situation comes in front of us. We should always find the solution. Fighting will not bring solutions. In the contrary, it will drain us. It will make us weak. But if we try to find out solutions, then it becomes very much easy. Now, finding solution has two aspects. The first aspect of finding solution is sometimes the mind becomes very heavy. And because it is heavy, we are not able to get detached. So the first solution is always, in any situation, detach yourself. Go above and look at whatever story is there down there from up above, and you will see where it's going wrong. When you see a car in front of you here, it's very big. But when you climb in a building and you are on the 24th floor or even more, and you look down the same car, it's going to be so small. So all problems are like that. Because you are influenced by whatever is happening, or maybe you are inside whatever is happening, then you are not seeing where the problem is. So you have to go up and look from up above and analyze the situation, and you will find your answer. So that is one aspect, to be detached. The other aspect is to let go. When I say let go, I will tell you a story. One story of detachment we saw. The other story is, so there was this cloth washer, Dobi. How do you say that? Laundryman, exactly. There was this laundryman who every day was going from one village to the other village, and he would bring all the dirty clothes and everything, make a bundle, and put on his head, and he would walk down to his village. And that was his everyday routine. When he would go back to his village, he would wash them and make them ready, iron them and all that. And he would again put on top of his head, and he would go back home to that village to deliver all the clothes of all the people. So one day, his friend, a tempo man, he had a tempo. Tempo is a little cart where one can climb and sit and put all his luggage or whatever loads he has on that tempo. So he stopped by because his tempo was free. He had nobody else, and he didn't have any items as well in that tempo. It was free from everything. So he said he can put this friend of him at the back and make him relax, and he doesn't have to walk so much with his bundle of clothes on his head. So he told him that, come and sit and I'll take you to our village. Okay, so he sat and everything. When they reached the village, he came down to open the door. This man, he had still kept all the loads of those clothes on his head. So he didn't understand what is happening. He says, you could have put down. Why did I give you lift? It was because you could put down your clothes. He didn't do. So we should ask that question to ourselves. Are we doing the same? Okay, so this is the other point. Now, who is ready to carry our loads of whatever is happening in our life? God. God is ready. But did I ever say to God that, okay, I'm putting it down. You look after. Did I ever say that? No. I know it, but I'm not doing it. And I should do it. This is the way to do it. We at the Brahma Kumaris, we wake up at 3:30 in the morning because we want to meditate. Why do we want to meditate? Because these early morning hours are called the early morning hours of nectar. Nectar, you know what nectar is? It's very powerful. And at that time, God is there. Why He is there? Because I have an appointment with Him. Why I have an appointment with Him? Because He's my Father. And He said that between 2 to 5, I am for my children. You come and sit with me, and I'll give you whatever you want. Okay? So, we sit with Baba. Baba is God. Here we call Baba God. We call God Baba. Baba is Father. So, we sit with Him and we take all the energy, whatever we require, because we will have a long day. And in that long day, we will have so many things coming in front of us. But because we are filled up with that energy that Baba has given, all those problems will be like as if I'm looking from up above and I'm seeing what is happening below there. You just have to make that experience. These are not just words I'm telling you. This is my experience. I will tell you my experience. So this is back in the year, I would say 1983, when after my studies, because I had gone to Nairobi. I am born in Madagascar, French country. I want to be bilingual, so I went to Nairobi for English speaking. But I still continued French schooling. I still went to school in a French school. But because the country speaks English, then I started to learn how to speak English, which is not really still very good, but you can understand, right? So after that, I went back to Madagascar in 1983 because I had to give my exams. And when I reached there, I had already become Brahma Kumari. I was already in this institution, and I was really liking the way, the art of living of a yogi. I was like in love with that. So I had changed internally, but also outside. And my parents didn't know about that. So when I reached there at home, they started to ask questions. They started to give me hindrances. They had the obstacles, test papers. So many things started to come. Because naturally, who would want their daughter to become a nun or a priest, or that's how people think. And I wanted to live a yogi life, you see. So they were like, what is she doing? Fine. Now, I wanted them not to be an obstacle for me. So every day in the morning, I used to get up at 2. And until 5, I was sitting in meditation, using the power of thoughts. And at that time I had told Baba, I don't know if these people are going to understand spirituality or not. But I don't want them to be an obstacle for me. That's the only thing I'm asking you. Please do something. He's my father, right? So I can say to him anything I want. So I told him that, Baba, you do that for me, please. I say, okay. So this is what I'll do. I'll come to you every day in the morning from 2 to 5, and you will do this part of the job. So every day 2 o'clock I was like, Baba, I am a soul. You are my father. And I was experiencing him giving me, he was filling me with so much energy. Now what happened? Within a year, I did this for 1 year. And I was seeing every month, every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, every 2 months, 3 months, someone or the other was joining me, was becoming like me, spiritual. I said, wow, magic is happening. And by the end of the year, 50 members of my Lokik means this body family, was accepting me as I was. Who did that magic? It was Baba. Isn't that wonderful? So I know now that whatever I want to do, if something happens, Baba, I'm coming, I'll do meditation. You do this for me. And he does. So I would like to teach you that. Tension is tension when you look at it as tension. But if you look at it as a test paper that you want to have 100 marks, an exam in school, I want to have 100 marks, then you will remove so much of your negativity. What I mean negativity is our weaknesses, things that are not good for us, defects, faults, excuses, reasons. We will remove them from us. And instead, we will fill them with qualities or powers. Power of tolerance, power of discrimination, power to judge, power to cooperate, power to withdraw, and there's so many others. So if I become powerful because I connect myself with Baba, what do I need else? What do I need more? I just have to do that. So to make it very easy, I have decided something beautiful that I'm going to share with you. So, when you do the first lesson of the soul, we always tell everyone that we have 7 qualities, which are the eternal qualities of the soul. And who has done the course, the 7 days course, or even the 4 days, or even the soul lesson, the lesson of the soul from you? Okay, so do you remember those 7 qualities? The first one is peace. Do you remember others? Purity, great. Love. Yes, but no. I need something else. Yeah, okay, still something else. Powers, right? 4.
Truth, I think so.
Okay. Truth, I'll put it into purity. Bliss, then happiness, and one more? Knowledge. So these are the 7 qualities. Would you Would you like to write them down? Okay, so we repeat. Peace. These are so important because whenever you have any situation in front of you, suppose it's an anger situation, someone is so angry, so you say, I'm peace. And you look at that person, it's a peaceful soul. He's angry, but you do, he's a peaceful soul. He's a peaceful soul. And he will stop. I had an experience. I was walking on an alley and there was suddenly a dog barking behind and running after me just because he wanted to bite me. And when I heard his angry kind of barking, I turned and I talked to him. Beta, beta means my child. What is happening to you? You know that you are peaceful? So he sat down, he started to move his tail, and with his eyes, it's working. I was so happy. It's working.
Excuse me, ma'am. The same experience. You know the little puppies, they bark too much. In my apartment, there is a dog who always barks at me. But one day, I looked at him with nice smile. Just looked at him. He stopped barking. He was waving his tail.
So, you see, it's just me. If I'm angry, then he will be angry, more angry. But if he is angry and I use my peace, calm down. Another situation, that time I was in Bulawayo. Bulawayo is in Africa, in Zimbabwe. Okay, Zimbabwe? Okay. Nearby the center, about 2 streets away, there was a prison. And not heavy prisons, this little crime prison. So those people are always very arrogant and very harsh. And so at night, at around 9 p.m., myself and one of the sister, Mary Ben, who is in Ottawa, Gatineau, we were walking together. And we went to that place, and once we just passed. And when we were passing, they were like, they were doing like that. So I said, Mariben, let's try something. And I say, we will stop here. Let us become peaceful souls, and let us start vibrating peace. And then we will go again by that same road, and we will see what's happening again. I like experimenting, so I said we'll do that. And we were both ready, and we came back. And that time, because vibrations of peace were, like flowing, they gave us a smile. Wow! I said, see, it's working. So since then, I always do that. And never I need someone to change in front of me. Yoga power. Chalo, yoga power. And it always works. So this is the trick. Okay. So, now we are writing down the qualities of the soul. So the first one is peace. The second one is happiness. Third one is bliss. Fourth one is love. Fifth one is purity. Come in. There will be place here, just in the front.
Here.
First chair. First chair.
Excuse me, here.
She'll be here.
Okay.
Come in. So we are in purity. Then sixth one is knowledge, and then or power, and then power or knowledge, whatever. So they are 7. And never forget that you are this. You are what you wrote. We have just forgotten. Because I am not these 7 ones that you are going to write again. Right again. We are not these 7 ones that I'm going to tell you now. You are not lust. You are not anger. You are not attachment. You are not ego. I am too fast. Lust, anger, attachment, ego, greed, laziness, together with carelessness, they all go together. Laziness, carelessness, you are not that. And the 7th one is fear. You are not fear. These are not you. What are you? I am peace. I am love. I am bliss. I am happiness. I am purity. I am knowledge. I am power. I am not lust. I am not anger. I am not greed. I am not attachment. I am not ego. I am not laziness, carelessness. I am not fear. All these 7 that I just told right away is body consciousness. And the 7 others are soul consciousness. So what would you like to be? You decide. It's again your choice. God always says, Baba always says, I give you the right path. It's up to you to choose. I will not influence you in anything. I will just show you the road. You should know what you have to do. Every parents do like that. Parents will always show their children the right way. Whatever they choose will be their destiny. So what I am choosing will be upon me. Do I prefer to stay body conscious, which is tension-full life? Or do I want to stay soul conscious, which is stress, tension-free life? It's up to me. Because these 7 things, never ever let them go away, no matter what happened. Happiness, let's take happiness. Never ever let go your happiness, because it's your property, it's yours. Don't give it to others. What I mean to say, because someone is angry with you, you lose your happiness? Never. Keep it. Tell that person, you keep your anger. I will not remove my happiness. And I love this story of Gautam Buddha. I've shared this many times. If you are listening it to also many times, you still like it. You will still like it. So, you know how Gautam Buddha was divine, right? He had become so introverted. He had so much value of what he was seeing within that nothing of the outside would disturb him. So this was the time when he was, like me now, giving a speech or giving an oration, a lecture. And suddenly, someone who was like anti-Buddha came, because Buddha was always seated underneath a tree in the open, in nature. And so that person came by and he started to say things about Buddha this way and that way, very negatively, were insulting him, all those kind of words. But the moment Buddha noticed that this person is starting to speak words that are of my interest, it's none of my interest what he's talking, he closed his ears. Not like this, because otherwise he would be insulted. He would be insulted and things would become worse. But from within, he closed his ears and he came and sit. And he was peaceful. And that person, for half an hour, said so many things, and he was like, peaceful. He was tired, finally, because he got no answer. And he was about to go, and then Buddha realized that he's going. So he said to him, "Do you have anything else to say?" He says, "No." Okay, so he left. And the whole audience which was sitting there, they were so surprised. No effect at all of whatever that person had said. So they asked, "How did you do that?" He simply answered, "He came to give me a present, but that present I didn't want. So I didn't take it." See? I am that much intelligent, right? I can know, right, that this person is saying things to me which I haven't done, or I'm not at all involved, or nothing of that kind happened to me, or I didn't do anything like that. That much we can know, right? Or not? So why am I accepting what they are saying? That means I don't have self-respect. I don't know my truth. Isn't it? That's what it means. I haven't realized who I am. And that's where we have to start. Who am I? So if you know who I am, who you are, nothing of the outside is going to disturb you. Because you will live your truth. And that is a master. And I am a master of this kingdom. I am the king of this kingdom. This is my kingdom. If this is my kingdom, I have mastery over my vision. I look only what I want. I listen to only what I want to listen. I will speak what I need to speak. And you know what I mean. But there's again 3 other things. I am a soul, but I, the soul, I am in possession of 3 things. The first one is my mind. I am not the mind. Mind is mine. See? So I can have thoughts I want. Why I am not able to control my mind? So when I say I am peace, automatically my mind will slow down. He will start having very few thoughts. Because only one thought, I am peace, is so powerful that you don't need to think too much. When you have negative thoughts, how many thoughts you have? When you have waste thoughts, how many you have? So just tell yourself, who are you? I am peace. And this mind, it will cool down. Okay, I agree. And if you do that, the intellect, which is the second, we say 3, right? Which is the second, is the intellect. The intellect will become sharp. He will know what's right and what's wrong. So at every time anything will happen, right, wrong, right. Because it's my intellect. I am not the intellect. It's my intellect. And I'm the ruler. I'm the king. And I'm ruling over my intellect. So, right, wrong, right. I'll be a judge. And everything I'll judge will be because of my own benefit, not for my going down. I can be a master. Tension free. So if you know how to do that, if you remain in that consciousness, who I am, you will control these 2 things. And if these 2 things are controlled, are under you, then automatically the imprint, you know what imprint is? Whatever action you do, they are going to be printed. So whatever action you do, even a thought, thinking is an action. When we were children, in nursery school, they used to give us a slate with a chalk. That's my time. Today I don't know how it is presented.
Tablet.
He's right. Now it's hi-fi. Very bad, but it's okay. The children are losing eyesight and all these things with whatever. But anyway, when we were young, we were having the slate and that chalk, and teacher would write on it A. And they would say, okay, you repeat this word until it goes into your mind. Right? And I remember when I was writing A, it was becoming so thick. The A was so thick. It was not just one line. It was so thick. So that is the imprint which are happening within. Suppose I have lied one time. I have lied to you. And when I see the result of one lie, if I see them good for me, I will lie a second time. Then I will lie a third time. And finally I will become a liar. Do I want to be a liar? No. So why am I repeating things which I don't want to be? Stop. So the judgment will start. No, yes. No, yes. Whatever I have already done, I can still erase them, repair them, and still go on the other side. It's not yet too late. I can do that. So what I have to do is to just check what I want to change. Suppose I want to change from being a liar. I don't want to be a liar anymore. So what do I have to do? You see, you know it. So start telling the truth. You will do once. You will do twice. You will do thrice. And then finally you will become a truth teller. And the negative one, the liar one, it's gone. Wow, I have changed. Then you will say, oh, I changed. But who did it? Me. So everything is like that. Whatever negativity you have within you, find out the positive side. What is the opposite of anger? Peace. Peace. So start telling yourself, I'm peace, I'm peace. Whatever you do it peacefully, peacefully. The print will become so thick that people will say, this person, he was so angry before. What happened? He's so peaceful now. I did it. Because I know I was so angry. My anger was not having any limit, I would say. That much I had become rebellious. So much rebellious. And today when people see me, you angry? You joking? There's no trace of it. because you know now why. See, so it's so easy. So don't say tension. Never say tension. Say, I have to find a solution. Finish. This thing has come up, okay, now, okay, I know the solution, and start applying it. Yes?
It sounds easy.
It is easy, but it is easy.
I guess it is.
It's free.
It's free.
If you put your mind to it, and you know that's what you're seeking.
Excuse me, just use the mic.
Oh.
Everyone can use
Sure, yeah. So as I said, it's easy perhaps to apply to yourself. How can we influence others towards that path? Because it's, sometimes we are blessed with that awareness or that awakening, but how can we influence others?
Okay, let us take an example. Let us take a practical situation.
Excuse me, ma'am. Will you allow me to answer that question?
You can, yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't
Okay.
mind. You can.
You know, the biggest thing in the world is your smile, your truthfulness, your soul truth. Okay, your soul truthfulness. If you smile at someone, whatever it is, you smile at someone. He is angry. Okay, let him go. No problem. Just be truth from your heart. Whatever he's saying. Okay, he's saying that this thing did not happen. I didn't have breakfast. I'm too much hungry. Okay, but that is your emotion. That is your emotion. You can control your emotion. Okay? You can control your emotion like smoking too much, like 50 cigarettes a day. The church brothers, the missionaries, they helped me too much. Now I'm smoking less than 10 cigarettes a day. I stopped drinking because I control my emotion. I can control, I know. That's the thing. And if you smile at someone, he's angry. Say, I was giving, when I was in London, I was giving a donation to a girl, but they did not pass me any things like they did not pass me that was the girl doing. I think they were taking the money by themselves. But when I came here in Montreal, the Plan Canada, on the very first week in February, I started donating to.
Excuse me, can we stop there? Yeah.
But ma'am, just.
Yes, we can talk about it later, right?
Okay.
So the answer is that I will take a practical example. Suppose I am having in front of me a person who is not the way I want him to be. Generally, it's always like that. I guess so, yeah. I have a child and I want him to be like what I want him to be, for example. Ask yourself, if you start accepting the child the way he is, he will do what you want him to do. So check within you. Because you are not accepting your child the way he is, it's because within you there is a negativity, not accepting. Start accepting and he will accept you. Because everything starts from me. Look at my hand. Look. What do you see? Yeah. See, these are 3 going towards me. If your child is doing something, it's because there's something in you that you have to change. That's why you sow in that person. Because your child or whoever is in front of you is your mirror. So if you change, that person will change. And it's very practical. You know what happened to me? My mom, she was always like, because she was sick, she was always like, oh, all the time. And I realized I was doing like that. So I changed. I went to her and I started giving her love, meaning I was giving love to me. Okay, I started giving her love, pampering her. And I was doing that with me. And she changed. Today, if I'm here, it's because she's up. She's doing everything in the house. She was 3 years in bed. She could not do anything. And all the time, in French we say râler, complaining. All the time complaining, I have this, I have that, you don't this, you don't this, you don't do this for me, you are not like this, you are not like that. And I realized I'm doing that with me. And I changed complaining myself. She stopped complaining. And she sent to me to Canada. You go, I'm okay, I'll manage everything. This is the easy answer. So any situation comes in front of you, check within, go and see. Why? You have to change something. If you change, the world will change. Because you have changed, everything will change.
So you also mentioned before that we need to detach.
Detachment.
How are those two connected? Acceptance and detachment.
Okay. Now, acceptance was the word for accepting the outside situation, right? And detachment was seeing you in that situation. Because you are not detaching yourself from you, right? You are having expectations. That's the right word. Don't have expectations. Detach yourself from you, and you will see what's wrong in you in the mirror. That's the person in front of you.
Excuse me, just a little bit. Okay, ma'am, this world, in this whole world, everything is based on magnetic. Means the opposite poles always repel, and the same opposite poles repel, and attraction is between north and south poles. Same thing. If we detach, the person is attracted to us. Feelings are the same. And if we are attracted to someone, he'll should start running away. Same thing. You are right, ma'am.
So he's proving it scientifically. And I am saying it spiritually. So, whatever. But I hope you understood what I mean to say. There's one point that I would add later, but I guess you want to say something.
You know, at a global level,
Some people are online, so they can hear.
I just wanted to ask, at a global level, like when you look at our politicians and when you look at the different countries, and a lot of countries are good countries, but when you look at the person that's, the president or wherever, that's, handling that company, that country, they're not really, they go against human rights and all that stuff. So how do we get these leaders of all our countries to be at, positive and peaceful, and be good leaders towards their people.
Yes. And because they are many, yes, they are many. We need to be many too. Yeah, so I am offering you to come every Sunday from 7 to 8. We are having Oasis of Peace meditation. And that time, we are giving vibration of peace to the whole world. And it would be good if you join, because they are many and we will be many to spread vibrations of peace. Things can change. So it's a hearty invitation. What I'm talking is an individual level, right? If I can't tell anyone, change, I can't. I need to change, and they will see me change, maybe they'll change. But what I can do is spread vibrations. That I can do. So let us do that together. Okay? Now, last point. I told you about this bundle that we are not putting down. No one is putting down. We always like to carry whatever our things are. Am I right? We don't like to, but we are. Am I right? So why for a moment we don't become a child? What a child would do.
Innocent.
Like there are two children here. I'm sure they fight a lot during the day. I know? But look at them. They still love each other. Because it's just temporary. They come back. They'll fight. They'll come back. They'll fight. They'll come. We adult, we keep all the things in here. We don't let go. So it's okay until now. From today, we stop. If even we have some misunderstanding, some things that you said I didn't like, after 15 minutes when I calm down, I'll go, hey brother, I'm sorry, I was not in a good mood, so I told you this and this. I'm so sorry. Just do it. Why we want to carry lots and lots of things and we are not happy? Are we happy? Not at all. So, and there are some other loads that we cannot go and tell the person because maybe he's no more, or maybe is in another country, or maybe we don't have any communication at all because of something happened. That also can be there. Okay? So in that way, there are two solutions. The first solution is talk to Baba. Tell Baba, Baba, with this brother of mine, sister of mine, or whatever, I have done this and I have done that. And today I regret. And I am just sorry about it. That's every one of us at night before going to bed should do that. Take all our daily, whatever negativities, whatever not liking things, I would like to say, prefer to say, not liking things we have done, we tell Baba, Baba, I'm very sorry. I have done all these things, but I'm giving it to you. Tomorrow, I'll be more careful. Okay, that doesn't mean you do every day and you continue to give to Baba. And that's not the point, right? People call me funny. Guy's always funny. Right, so that's one thing. But the second thing, which is even more important, is bring that person in front of you. Whoever it is, bring. Look at that person as a soul. And tell that person, you are a beautiful soul. I love you. Even if you don't love, suppose you don't love that person, but you still talk, I love you so much. You are the child of God. What are you doing? You are sending positive vibrations. And because you have put that person in front of you, soul is a light speed. The thought you create, it travels as a light speed. In a second, even not a second, it will reach that person. Aware, not aware, doesn't matter. You start doing your work. It happened to me. That's what I'm saying. After that, when I did that for about maybe three months, after 3 months, I went to that country where that person was staying, especially to meet that person. She was completely different. Magic had done its work. And I was like, wow.
Excuse me, ma'am.
So do it. You must do it. Because this is the only way we are going to cut all our karmic account. You know what karmic account is? Yeah? We don't need accounts with anyone anymore. We want accounts, yes, good ones, not bad ones. Enough now. We have suffered so much. We are so tired now. Aren't you tired? We are tired. So, whatever weapon you want to use, it should be always positive. Always positive. Be a positive person in no matter whatever. Okay? And the solution of all this will be beautiful. And you will be like amazed. And you will say to Baba, Baba, thank you so much for showing me this path. Showing me the way, showing me how I should live, that art of living. You showed me the art of living. And I will end with that. Unless you have some questions.
Ma'am, last thing you said, no, it's okay, I don't need it.
No, we need.
Okay. The thing is, when we sleep, our minds, each and every soul, not soul, the body, they have got only one mind. The mind becomes one. Means it contracts to one mind. And we are dreaming, but we are dreaming with our own consciousness. That means we are dreaming with, like, we don't see our body, but we have a single mind. And the mind is there. That means you said that he can hear he understood everything. That means that's telepathy. The mind is one. My mind, your mind, everyone's mind is one. If I start...
It's the language of thoughts.
Yeah.
And language of thoughts is really going fast. So to whoever you are going to speak to with your thoughts, even if they are not conscious about it, they are still receiving it. That's what brother is trying to say. So don't worry at all. You can repair every mistake. You can be forgiven for any of the things you feel that I will never be forgiven. You don't have to repent anymore about anything. Just correct yourself. It's time. You have time. It's the time. Just correct. And it's so easy. You just need to remember those 7 qualities. So, what I would really want all of you to do is to always, daily take at least half an hour for yourself. Minimum. Maximum you can go up to 10, 12, whatever. But minimum half an hour, sit with you. Sit. I am peace. Sit. And you will see the change. And you will be tension free.
I just just ask questions while we're sitting?
Okay, posture.
No, the meditation that you're talking about.
We are going to do one.
So,
Okay.
what is the significance? You said, Baba is prescribed between 2 and 5. Why that
Yeah,
time?
yeah, okay.
What is significant about that time?
Yes, good question. Even I do ask that question sometimes, because when in Canada it's 2 to 5, it's like morning 2 to 5. In another part of the world it's maybe night or afternoon. So sometimes I also sometimes say to Baba, why 2 to 5 only, 2 to 5 of Canada and not 2 to 5 for somewhere else? So, Baba is up there in the soul world, and we are here in the world, okay? So the world rotates. So it's 2 to 5 here, then it will rotate 2 to 5, okay, 2 to 5. So he has time for each and every child. Because after that, after 5, he will be busy with worldly devotional people who are going to start, making noise, kind of a thing. Chanting. They will not be connected soul to soul. They will be more body conscious and making a lot of noise. And we need to connect soul to soul. So we need peace, we need silence. Who will do anything from 2 to 5 in the morning? Everything is closed, everyone is sleeping. It's such a restful time, and I am awake and I am connected to Baba. I know it's tough, but when you will see the gain, the achievement, what you are collecting into the soul, you will want to do. But for that you have to experience. When we go to headquarters in Mount Abu, and we are 30,000, and we are all in that same hall, 30,000, and all meditating. Eric Bhai, isn't that wonderful? Wow. And you are just like so many people, and we are all connected to one. Beautiful. You got your answer? Because during the day, there's lots of things going in the mind. You cannot be as much connected as these 3 hours. Because children, your profession, your job, bodily needs, so many things to do. You don't have time to connect this way, where you are completely free from everything. You can be connected to God, to Baba. You can't. So it's either this or either that. Try half an hour, 4:30 to 5, for example. Then increase 4:15 to 5. Then again 4 to 5. Then again, and see. When you will taste. Look at him, he's so happy. When you will taste what Baba is giving you, so let's have an experience of what would you like to experience in these 7 that we gave? Which one? Bliss. Okay. Everyone is okay with bliss?
Ma'am, love, that's it.
Yeah, but unity is better. No? Yeah. So bliss. Everyone is okay with bliss? Okay. I close my eyes just to check if physically the body is completely relaxed. All the tension of the muscles, everything is completely free. I take a deep breath and I blow it out. I feel very comfortable physically. Now I gather all my attention in the center of the forehead, and I open my eyes, which I fix in the point of light I am seeing in front of me in the picture. I keep my eyes open, focusing that point of light. And now, even though my eyes are open, I am no more seeing outside, but I am seeing the same point of light in my center of the forehead. I am light, a tiny little point of light. I am peace. I am bliss. Bliss is my original quality. I am stable. My thoughts are stable. Nothing disturbs me. I can stay in one thought for a long period of time without having any other thoughts, and that is, I am bliss. I am bliss. Stable. Now I am detaching myself from this physical body, and from the center of the forehead, I, the point of light, I am seeing myself going up. I am seeing myself above the city of Montreal. I am seeing myself going up into the sky, going even up beyond the sun, the space. I am reaching a golden red world. This is my home. This is the home of my father, Baba. I am in my home with Baba. Baba is in front of me, a powerful point of pure light, the ocean of bliss. Waves of bliss are reaching me, the point of light. It's like I am swimming in bliss. I am merged in bliss. I am so calm. So stable. I am with my father, Baba. I feel Baba's energy. It's like Baba is charging me with so much bliss, so much stability. Me, the point of light. I am with Baba, the powerful point of light, my father. Okay, now slowly I close my eyes and I feel myself back in the center of the forehead. I know now I am the king of this body, which is my kingdom. I am not this body. I am the master of this body. I should stay always master, king of this body. I am blissful. Om Shanti. So, okay? You promise you will take half an hour for you? Promise?
Actually, if you want, we can all call you tomorrow morning at 3:30. We'll just pick up your phone number and we'll call you until you pick up the phone. And we'll check at 3:45 if you're still up. Someone did that to me once. Anyway, just wanted to really thank you, Vanina. It's a really lovely evening, and what a beautiful way to fly away from Montreal after sharing with us. And, you know, one thing I was thinking is that we all have, of course, we've learned different philosophies in some cases, but for us, we've been studying the Brahma Kumaris philosophy for many years. Sometimes we hear ideas that we know, we've heard them before, but it's like a magic combination of numbers. If you want to open the lock, you may have 6 numbers out of 7, but 1 was missing. And I think that sometimes the beauty of paying attention to someone else's mind is to look for the missing number, because we have many right numbers, but why is the lock not opening? It's because 1 number must be missing somewhere. So sometimes when we think, oh, I know this, I know that, it means we're not paying attention to which number I may have got wrong somewhere, or am I missing. So for me, I found some good numbers tonight to add to my combination. And I'm going to try tomorrow morning at 3:30 with those numbers, if it works better. So thank you very much. I really appreciate the way you present your mind. Everyone's mind plays different music. And if you think about it, it's a unique experience. I mean, we invite you here in all simplicity. This is free of charge. It's Friday night. I know some have had a busy week. But, you've been giving almost 2 months of your life, which is, depending if you're on the main floor or on the 23rd floor, it's big or small. But 2 months of your life, just saying yes to our invitation to come here. I mean, we're not paying her. It's not for money. Actually, it's, at least we feed you. It's good. Body and mind and heart. And it is our pleasure. But to think about it, who will give 2 months of their life to just come? And day and night she's been busy with programs in the French, Gujarati, English, all languages, but different groups. She went to visit so many places just to sit in meditation in some places, meet individuals, take time with everyone, give love to everyone. So, I know. That's a divine fly. She just flies around. So it's beautiful, I think, and it shares in actions even more than in words, what life is all about. And I think the beauty of this organization is to transform organization into family. That's why we call each other brother, sister, we call God Papa, Baba, very simply. It's just simple. It's just we're one family and we want to be that family in a practical dimension. So just your words of appreciation for not just being with us tonight, but everything that you bring. So thank you. And as we say, if everything didn't touch you through your ears, if it didn't get through your ears properly, we'll try through the mouth now, because we have some sweets to share with you. Some people, I don't know, there's some wax in their ears, it doesn't come in, or it's blockages in their head, and they hear something and they mix it up, and then becomes confused, and they don't understand, or they don't want to understand. That's okay, we don't mind. We'll try another way. So you'll come all one by one, and then Sister Vanina will share one of the sweet that has been prepared in a state of love and bliss and yoga. And those sweets contain not just sugar, which is very nice, but energy, powerful energy. And we believe that whatever we think when we cook reaches people's heart in a way or another. So it may not come through the ears, but through the mouth. And at the same time, it comes through the eyes, because when you come to her, she will look at you as a soul, as her sister or brother. So that look is also a way of speaking. So let's enjoy saying goodbye with the eyes and accepting the little sweet that will melt your heart.